Hello, everyone. Welcome to Get Fucked. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Get Folked, a casual listening podcast anchored in your love of folk music, but with enough slack in the line to take you into our worlds of Berlin, Limerick, and beyond. My name's Andrew.
My name is Endward. My name's Engward. My name's Engward, and welcome to Get Folk Podcast. You can
Psycho fan.
subscribe to
My
us.
name's also Andrew.
Yeah, in another chat room, maybe I could do that. Chat rooms, they're still a thing, right? Chat rooms.
I believe so. I haven't. Go on,
Reddit.
sorry.
Reddit's a kind of a chat thing, isn't it? I guess you dip in a biscuit. Dip in a
Mhm.
biscuit. You dip in a
Mhm.
biscuit. Nice. What biscuit you dipping? It's a bad time to ask you questions. Okay, I'll do my thing.
Homemade cookies.
Go away, yeah? Enjoy that now for a second, and I'll talk about Substack and how cool Substack is, and how all the cool people are on Substack, and how we're on Substack. And if you want to support the podcast,
Slay
subscribe
people.
to Substack.
People are slaying us.
Slay. Damn it, slay people. Slay. If you're slay, get your slay ass to Substack, and don't forget to subscribe to us and anyone else that you like on Substack. And you can also catch the podcast on Apple Podcasts. You can catch the podcast on Spotify, and you can watch the podcast on YouTube. And you can follow us on Instagram, although there hasn't been much to follow in recent months, I would say. But that'll change. We'll turn that all around.
Yeah.
Busy at the moment. It takes commitment.
Lying on the long grass.
It takes commitment to do that. To do the Instagram stuff. You really have to be committed and like dedicated and like really conscientious about it. And I don't have it at the moment. I think, plus I think all of my efforts are going into rocking these loom bands. Do you know what a loom band is, Andy?
I see. Yes, I've seen
You know
young
what
people. I've seen young people put them together.
Yeah,
Pretty much like paperclip chains, but elastic and
yeah, colorful.
colorful.
So I got lots of these now, made for me by my two offspring, and yeah, they're great. Anyway, that's it. That's the podcast. That's where you can find us. That's what you should do if you want to listen to us. YouTube is a funny one, actually. Joe, can I tell you something about YouTube?
Tell me.
YouTube last week's episode, something weird happened, and I haven't corrected it, and I probably won't correct it. But so our podcast, the algorithm that generates the captions, it is quite good. It's usually very, very good, but it's not going to be perfect. And plus, with between my mumbling and pronunciation and whatnot, it's not going to be, there's going to be little things. So we were talking last week about like bar staff and how superior Irish bar staff. I think I'm just going to say Irish bar staff are superior in general to Berlin bar staff. I'd stand by that. So we kind of talked about that last week. But the way I pronounced Berlin, like mumbled it, this algorithm that was coming up with the subtitles, it actually says Brit, as in a British person, and so then there's another part of the algorithm. I'm just blaming all this on the algorithm because I didn't do any of this.
Just like saying an algorithm as well.
And again, I don't even know if that's right. I don't even know if that's correct. Certainly, nobody consciously is doing this. I think it's just something that I can say the program,
Algorithm.
but that sounds too.
Stick with the algorithm, man. It sounds
Because
algorithmic.
Yeah. I think it's more correct than saying the program, because the program sounds like I really haven't a fucking clue what I'm talking about. Algorithm, some people might go, "Oh, jeez, he knows this shit there," but I don't. But so anyway, the algorithm, I think it's for YouTube, makes shorts, like little short clips for us that go out then on YouTube, go out to the world on YouTube. Did you know this?
No, nothing
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah, so it just automatically creates, which is nice because they're little bite-sized little bits of content, and it usually picks a little section where a self-contained topic of like a minute, where we put in a little soundbite or something like that, and it just pushes it out into the world. It might be the one that I would have chosen, to be honest with you, but I'm too lazy to do anything about it. So the one they picked last week, or one of the ones they picked last week, was we were talking about bar staff, and instead of calling it Berlin bar staff, which is what I actually said, they called it Brit bar staff, as in like from Britain. And it looked like I was kind of, as an Irish person, like shitting all over British bar staff, which I wasn't. But the interesting thing that happened was that, and that was the title as well. It was somehow worked into the title of the clip, and obviously the hashtags in the clip or whatever, all of which are automatically generated. And this thing got close to 1,000 views. This short.
Really?
Yeah. Presumably because it was so Irish v Brit thing, I would say so. And I was so excited about all the views. I was like, I'm not correcting that.
Yeah. You know what? Berlin beat Berlin are bad. Berlin needs to get out. Berlin. Let's see the hits. Let's see it pick up on that now. See if it'll take my
what are we
words.
doing now? Let me know what the hell you're at.
I'm trying to say the same phrase from last week, and hopefully it'll pick up on YouTube Shorts and somehow generate some Republican rhetoric that obviously is now our key demographic.
Do you know what you're like now? You're like the do you know when viral videos first came out? Like when viral videos first became a thing, you're like an exec in a company. It's like, let's make a viral video.
Yes.
And you hire in somebody. You're like, I want you to make a video, but I'll make sure you make it viral.
So Jerry Adams just walks in. I've got what you need. Got what you need. Got the goods right here. Britain bar staff are bad. That's what you need to say. That's what the people. If they hear that, it'll light a fire under the entire country.
You're gonna get tens of views. Tens, I tell you. I just thought that was interesting. And it kind of is housekeeping also. When I saw it, now to really housekeep, I should remove the video. But again, just to make this perfectly clear, I'm too lazy to do that.
Yes, yeah.
And the stakes are too low. The stakes are just way too low. Like, they're not.
Right back to everyone that watched the video, apologizing.
Yeah, no. You can, all those 900 people. They can cancel me if they want to. It's fine, or whatever. It goes on now, and but yeah, just I thought it was interesting that like, and it's way more. Like, I mean, it's way more than the rest of our shorts views gets. Like, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's funny though. It's nice. I like the. Yeah, it must have been an interesting moment for you to go 1,000 views, huh?
It was like 900,
and then you watched it through, and it was like,
yeah, like it'd be as if I like. Now, like, obviously there's a bar. If the algorithm, and you're just gonna have to give me a lot of leeway with that word now. If the algorithm were to put other very bad words in my mouth, that's I'm talking N-word, that sort of stuff. I mean, I'd have to do something then, obviously. You know what I mean? But I don't think we're there yet.
No, we're fine. I think you're. Yeah, I think you've done well, Ed, and it's been a good sojourn into the world of marketing manipulation.
Yeah. and also, I feel like I'm quite cynically getting the best of both worlds. Like, as in, I can now point to smug. This segment and go, well, I talked about it. I was quite open about it, even though I still did nothing about it. And I feel like I can conceivably get the kudos for this now, while also get the benefit of the roughly 1,000 views on that little YouTube short.
Nice.
So covering all bases. And would you believe I've never read a book on marketing? Not one book on marketing, and I've just achieved all of this.
All raw, natural talent. Just like get him now, ladies. and
I've
gentlemen.
watched Wolf of Wall Street, so I think that probably helped. I've also watched that Wall Street movie with
Shorty,
Charlie
get
Sheen
short.
and no,
Oh no,
that's
yes, yes, I know the one you're talking about.
it's called Wall Street actually. I think is it?
It's called.
No,
Oh yeah, there was a remake of it, wasn't there, recently? Or is
possibly.
that
There's a remake of
maybe
everything now.
there is? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. Never
Yeah,
watched any of them, and look at you.
Greed is good, Andrew. Greed
Is
is
that what?
good. That's
Is
the
that? Is
famous
that?
line from
Oh
Michael
yeah.
Douglas in that movie.
They, when did that peter out? That time of like adding a line onto the main, like this
Oh,
time it's
tagline for a
personal,
movie.
kind of like like it would always be this time it's personal, or sorry
Um,
Jack, Chucky's back.
the only way out is in.
Well, was that okay? That was written underneath the title of the
Yeah,
of
that was the real
the.
tagline for the movie The Core. Yeah, the only way out is in. Completely unsarcastically tagged that line onto the movie promotion. I don't know. Is it not still a thing? No,
Is it?
like some movies
I
really
don't
never
see.
had it. Like The Godfather
That's
never
true.
had it.
Yeah, yeah. Godfather.
You know what I mean? It stood on its own. It felt like it didn't need it. I guess.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
The
That's true.
Godfather. This time it's personal.
Sleeps.
Nothing to be
Yeah.
gained.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I guess I don't know enough movies anymore, or watch enough movies to really know what's going on. I'm just
Oh,
down with the
Andy.
lingo of the young people, not with the not
Andy.
with the media.
I
Oh,
have the fucking slayest of the slay movies for you.
go on, hit me.
It was made in 1994. It was called Blown Away. Right? It is called Blown Away because it's still a
Hurricane movie.
Wrong. It starred a stellar cast. I mean, Tommy Lee Jones,
Okay.
Jeff Bridges.
Okay, so this is definitely some sort of Jeff Bridges. Oh,
Jeff Bridges. His dad, Lloyd Bridges. Forrest
okay.
Whitaker.
So we're into comedy world. Forrest Whitaker. Jesus,
No,
we're all
definitely
over the
not
place
comedy.
with this cast.
Yeah. Trust me, it is not intentionally a comedy. Put it that way.
What's it called again?
Blown Away.
Blown Away. Okay, I'll see if I can find it.
I watched the first 45 minutes or so of it. It's one of those movies that's so bad I have to take a break to kind of come back, and I can only absorb so much, but I love it, but I can only like take so much, in a one sitting. And this is one of those movies. Okay, so do you remember in the 90s, like when the IRA were hot? They were so fucking hot. You know what I mean? And a couple of movies.
Chucking
about that.
Arlaw. See if I say it with an unusual intonation, then it's
question mark at the end of
let's
it.
see what it does. let's see what you got. Come on,
Yeah.
marketing boys in the back room there.
Marketing
Sorry, go.
algorithm. Let's see what it does with it. So you've got the upshot of like how, if trending was a thing back then, the upshot of how much the IRA were trending back then was that they somehow convinced Tommy Lee Jones to try his best at a Northern Ireland accent.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it is very nice. It's very, very nice to watch that and to hear that. And it's fantastic. The whole thing. And like there's a whole prison scene where they're all speaking Irish. Now, my level of Irish is quite poor. But to watch other people speak it who are not Irish, and in a very, you can instantly tell, it's like they're speaking ordinary Leaving Cert level Irish to each other.
They just
It's not like-
they just did enough to pass the test.
Yeah, the oral, they really rehearsed the oral part of the Leaving Cert, and like they got through it that way. They had a script and they learned the
we were
script.
talking about slaying no matter what happens. We are talking about slaying. Whatever question comes at me, I'm reverting it back to my time I went to a concert in Slane because I'm ready for that. It's just like obscure.
No matter what, it's what I've learned. That's what you're going to hear, examiner. So,
and then don't give them a second to breathe and ask a question. Just like
yeah,
continuous,
talking.
just stream. I'm just a very chatty person when it comes to Irish. What can I say? You know, I just
can't shut me up.
Can't get a word in edges with that fella.
But they even like, no joke, right? The line "Pogue Mahone" was said with all seriousness by a so-called Republican prisoner character to a guard after they've just like beaten him up and thrown him into the cell. And he says, "Pogue Mahone," like that. It's fucking. It's so. It hurts a lot somehow to hear it.
Which means for our international audience, kiss my arse.
Kiss my ass, yeah.
I'll be a translator here. I'll be a translator over here.
And how did you? I mean, somebody must have kissed your ass at Slane, obviously. You must have kissed somebody else's ass at Slane to know that.
Pogue Mahone?
Oh, my hone's been pogued, let me tell you. Repeatedly.
Pogue Mo's hone. Who's Mo? Who's Mo? Anyone see? I'm Mo. All right, guess this is happening.
Look at the hole. Look at the hole on Mo.
We just want to test your Irish. I want to kiss your ass. just let me get the pass. I'll do anything.
So I'm thinking I deserve an A for that. Yeah. So Blown Away, and so he escapes. I'm just going to spoiler alert, guys. He escapes from the prison. It happens in the first like 10 minutes of the movie, so it's not really that much of a spoiler. He escapes and embarks on a journey of revenge against Jeff Bridges' character, who is living in Boston. Lloyd Bridges has another very questionable Irish accent. His introduction to everybody is cursing the fact that his what do you call it, jacuzzi isn't working, and he's annoyed that there's no bubbles in the hot water, and he's like trying to get to work, and just to hear all that going on in like a really bad Irish accent, and as you're like, you know, and then as if it's a thing, it's as if it's like, you know what I mean,
the Irish in their jacuzzis.
Yeah, you know, like it's kind of like that. It was just like, oh, such a funny movie. And then add all of that. Add into that the element that Tommy Lee Jones' character is a bomb expert, creating expert.
That would fit the character. Oh, the face. Maybe not the pixie sounding leprechaun, but
that's exactly what it's like. It's like he's like a cereal box dude character, like that Lucky Charms fella. That's what he sounds like and looks like also. Anyway, he sounds like that Lucky Charm, like the leprechaun. You know that leprechaun?
Yeah, they're always after me, Lucky Charms.
Yeah, that fella. Well, no, the horror guy, the horror character. There was a horror movie called Leprechaun, Jennifer Aniston.
Yes.
I'm the leprechaun.
I'm from Ireland.
Yeah, that guy. So it sounds kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So then mix into that then the fact that he's an explosive expert. Jeff Bridges' character is an explosive expert, but he's like tortured by the fact
he's
that
like
somebody
reformed
died,
kind of a thing.
Like that. Yeah, and then like the first explosion, Tommy Lee Jones has set it up so that the guy trying to defuse the bomb is shielded from the bomb, but Tommy Lee Jones has set it up in such a way that a projectile from the bomb ricochets off like a completely random wall and hits the guy, like does an ricochet shot.
Yeah, from behind it hits him then.
And kills him, blunt force trauma, like to the head. Like, so at that point I was like, okay, like now physics is in question. Okay, fine. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'll take a little break for a little while. And then I came back to watch another bit, and it was like, I've enjoyed all of it. Don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed all of it, but it's hard. It's hard work. It's like enjoying building a stone wall. It's like you're not going to build the entire stone wall. It's just too physically demanding.
Yeah.
In one
when
sitting.
You sit back and look at the whole thing, you're gonna.
I'm glad I did that. Look at that. Look what I've achieved. That's how you'll feel after watching the movie Blown Away 1994 starring Jeff
My kids
Bridges
haven't seen me in days because I just keep on pausing and reflecting on this movie, writing memoirs of this movie. Your walls are covered in like that tape that joins the characters together to make sure you understand who the real murderer is. Beautiful
It's
Mind type
honestly,
thing.
it's a glorious movie. Like it's so bad. It's fucking glorious. Like it really is. And so I would recommend it. Ironically enough, but yeah, I don't know how I got to that. Anyway, how was your week been?
Housekeeping.
That's not my only week. That's not the only thing I did this week. But how was your week?
Cool. My week's been fine. It's been a short week, so it feels like it's. I was kind of worried, not worried about today, but I was because I've been up since 3:30 this morning. I just woke up and couldn't go back to sleep. Yeah. So
Andy, is it a fucking prostate thing or what's going on?
I don't know.
Why are you waking up so early?
I don't know. No, it's just like I don't know. Couldn't get just woke up and couldn't go back to sleep. So now I'm so tired. I've drank in the last 20 minutes, which is like it's 10 o'clock now in Berlin, and I've drank a cup of coffee, 2 cups of tea, and I've got an apple juice beside me here.
Yeah,
and
you're
I'm
making
hoping.
a complete fuck of that now.
Oh, and I had a cookie. Do I still have the other cookie? I have the other cookie still here as well. So
Okay.
yeah, it's but my week's been fine. Tomorrow's a day off in Berlin. It's the
Yes.
Unification Day.
Yes, I knew that.
You
I
can
only know
You
that.
can explain to
Yeah, sorry.
everyone what that is, because
No.
I think it's the East meets West. It's not the day the wall came down, is it? Oh, it is the day the wall came down.
I don't know. Is it the anniversary of the borders opening and people were able to cross back and forth, or is it more the official date? I kind of forgot that it was the 3rd. I thought that I had the 9th in my head, but I'm obviously wrong. But I don't know. Is it like you remember there was the first time that people were actually able to like cross the border from east into west?
The story they tell in the on the tour, they always talk about that day.
Yeah, and that like it was basically a mistake by the East German authorities that they misspoke basically because he didn't have the right notes in front of him, and he just said, "Yeah, people will be allowed to go from midnight to night or something like that," and everyone just didn't give him a chance to go renege on it. They just arrived at the border and just started storming the border basically, but the border police, because they had no orders to the contrary, just let them through. And I'm sure a lot of them had the shits of it at that stage as well, to be honest with you. But like,
they were just kind of waiting for the moment.
Yeah. Well, I don't know for sure, but I would assume they would have been fucking so just like, fuck's sake, let this shit be over. But so I'm not sure if it's an anniversary of that moment or if it's an anniversary of like the official unification.
Yeah,
Did you Google it?
it's not very clear. It's like German Unity Day is the National Day of Germany, celebrated on 3rd of October as a public holiday. It commemorates German reunification in 1990 when the German Democratic Republic ceased to exist and joined the Federal Republic. So that's not really clearing up whether that's
so.
No,
it still existed, you see.
Yeah, so because there was an East and West Germany, still had football teams and stuff. That's all Germany meant to me when I was like kind of growing up. Was like, West Germany won a World Cup, and I don't know what East Germany do, but I'm sure they're doing fine as well.
But the upshot is you've got a free day tomorrow.
The upshot is yes, that we have a day off tomorrow. So yeah, it's grand, nice. I went out and played. Met up with a few old colleagues and playing a bit of bowls, and actually we're walking along the canal, and I saw like a couple of things, and then I met Piano Rivero, who was selling his wares along that road, and we have been in touch as well. So like I wrote to him about playing in our Get Folked night on the 15th of October. So that's actually, you might as well throw in the dig for the promo. 15th October in Posh Teckle, our winter sessions, Get Folk sessions are back, and
nice.
Piano Rivero will be joining us for on the 15th. So that's nice. But it was nice. I did. Yeah, Piano Rivero, and a really nice guy. So it was just what I said. First I saw the origami, and I was like, he's there. So I got chatting to him because we had been writing to each other about trying to set up the date, and he was all keen for it. And then I'll have to actually get the message up because it was a nice message that he wrote.
Can I just say as well, you talk about like this guy Piano Rivero being a nice guy, and I mean, I assume like just from hearing his name, first of all, Piano Rivero, which I assume is not his like given name, hearing his name first and then learning that he makes origami, as a kind of a side hustle or maybe his main hustle, I'm not sure. If this man had turned out to be a complete asshole, I would have been really surprised.
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of he's got a joyful tone, a joyful way
Mm.
about him from the two songs. But yeah, no, he was very nice, and he wrote a message and he made this joke and he wrote. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna do it on 15th of October from 8 to 9. I'll get in touch with the bar and book them, and then he wrote back, I'm ready to slay on Wednesday, October 15th. Which I thoroughly enjoyed. I was like, he not only agreed, he fucking put in the hours and listened to the podcast. That's a lot can be said for a lot of ye listening to this right now. You could
Wow.
listen to a bit more. Be
Well, they
like
could
fucking
just
piano
use the words slay that we're bringing you.
slay exactly. So yeah, slay is all over the place. A girl in I saw a girl today wearing the Slay Club. Just so now I'm just seeing it everywhere now. Now
Yeah.
I'm fixated on it. My students still don't like me using it.
Tough
Uh,
shit.
Use it in a goodbye song. Didn't rewrite the whole lyrics to the song "Changes" by what's his name, Ozzy. No,
Changes. No,
yeah,
Ozzy,
no,
yeah.
that's not that one. I'm going through changes. Not written by Ozzy, but written by the guitar player from Black Sabbath. But yeah,
Oh, I don't know it.
you do know that song. I'm going through changes. Do, do, do. It's been so long. Do, do, do. Was does a day? No, none of that's. I'm going through changes.
That's very good.
There you go.
I don't know the song though.
Still don't know it. Wow. Okay. Well,
No.
anyways, where was I going with that? Oh, I worked the word slay into that as well, just to. But yeah. But it was a
Just
goodbye
annoy
at a
them.
primary school.
Okay.
No, it worked out well. Worked out well. It fit. Although, yeah,
Cool.
the kids say it's not. I'm never using it right. They still don't like it. They still don't like it coming out of my mouth.
You're like, but that's what being slay is all about. You don't care. Too slay to use it right.
Yeah, yeah. The fact that you're slating my slays is a sure sign that I'm slaying it.
Yeah. You're square. You're squaring it.
Yeah, exactly. Shut
Actually,
up.
that reminds me we better do some maths. Kids, get out your books.
Mhm.
What happened? Anything else happened the rest of your week?
God, no, I actually don't think anything did happen. I
Yeah, it's
met
been a
up.
short week.
Met up with the band on Tuesday night, or part of the band,
Oh, very
to
good.
discuss tactics. And yeah, it's just been fucking over and back to work, man. I've had a really quiet week. I'm sorry, I've got nothing. I
No,
really
that's fine.
you.
No, I was just gonna ask you about the. Oh yeah, I remember I was telling you what I was working on a song this week, and I text you, and then you text me back about it. And I have to ask you, remember you text me saying that I've with my text I've undone lots of work that you guys did.
Yes,
Was that being sarcastic or was that being
that was
honest?
being sarcastic.
Okay, that's okay. So that's all
I
right.
don't think I
I'll
would have
do that.
wrote it really if it wasn't being sarcastic. If it was true, I probably would have rang and said, "But we like what we've done."
Right.
But no,
Fair enough.
no,
Fair enough.
I've been as unproductive. That side, even though I'm waking up at 3:30, I do still need to decide I'm going to take out a guitar at that time and start doing
Yeah.
a bit more with that.
Are you doing the podcast still? The other podcast, education podcast? Are you
I haven't
recording
done no, but I'll get there. I promised. I think mid-October. I think is what I
it? Okay.
promised, wasn't it? So
What
we'll.
do you do when you get up at 3:30 in the morning? What do you do?
So this morning I made a cup of tea.
Okay.
Looked at some of the sports results from the night before,
Okay.
and then turn on the computer, start going through emails, doing a bit of. Then I get into kind of some work things that I have to write back and forth to.
Hmm.
Then I sit down on the couch then and just kind of fully out. Like honestly, I guess it was by 4:30 or 5, and I could still get out and sleep. And Peep Show seems to be free on YouTube at the moment, or whatever my stream. So there's a lot of Peep Shows. So I think I threw on an episode of Peep Show. Fell asleep, maybe dozed off to that for 20 minutes, 25 minutes. You know, you wake up middle of the episodes and then it's the start, and then, but like it's the kind of show that you don't really need to. Have you watched all of Peep Show?
Not all of it. I've watched enough to know a good bit of it, but not all of it. No.
So, Yeah, and then after that, then I got back up and started working on some emails again. And then it was like kids get up at 6 anyway, so then it's 6 a.m.
Okay.
and it's time to.
It, I like. I think if you're firing off emails at that hour of the morning, presumably replying to an email, excuse me, that somebody has sent to you the evening before, it's going to be super annoying for that person to have that your email response waiting for them in their inbox, like first thing. They're going to like super pissed off with you about that. They're like, I thought I'd get to like 10 o'clock in the morning before I got this guy's response, and now
Possibly, yeah.
I have to respond straight away. So it's good. I think it's good.
Yeah, it's screaming as well. Look at me.
Yeah,
Look at
and
me.
It
I'm
really
up.
keeps it. It'll really like puts them on the back foot straight away. It's and
You
then
think so?
you email.
I think.
email.
I don't know. I think it looks weird. Now that you're saying, and like I should be putting these on delayed schedule send.
No,
Because,
it's a boss move.
boss.
Big boss man. You're a big boss man, Andy. And yeah, like if that was me now, like, and I had sent you an email at like 6 in the evening or something like that, I'd be like, oh, thank God, I've got my speak in now. Now he has to consider blah 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 what I've sent. There'll be follow up, but I probably won't get that follow up till 10 o'clock. I'll plan my morning. I've got a morning plan, and then bam, it's in my inbox when I start working.
Spend some
7 in
time
the
with my
morning.
kids
Like,
that I never get to see.
God damn it!
Then yeah, this email comes in. I end up having a bad relationship with my son. He ends up taking drugs. I end up taking drugs. Fucking life spirals out of control, all because of this early email, because I couldn't have time just to sing him a song.
Well, also
and the cats in the cradle in a silver spoon.
Changes. But you both through the drug haze, you both somehow it's therapeutic or something, and you both see the same psychedelic vision.
Mm.
And you realize that we're all not even individuals. We're all just one
algorithm
connected.
We're all just one algorithm.
Yeah, we're all actors in the same YouTube short. Boom. Relationship saved. So close. It was a close call. That email nearly derailed everything. That early morning email nearly derailed the whole lot. What do we still pulled it back?
Just the rest of my family wake up and I'm just like pool of sweat, just cigarettes smoking, just like, you don't know what I've just gone through to save this family.
The last 3 hours have just been hell. Right here. Well, there was 20 minutes where I watched Peeps Show, and that was all right. Other time,
I had a little bit of snooze and a cup of tea. But my God, it was frightening there.
There's been some heavy lifting here. Well done on that. So I was working on a song, and I think it's really close to being finished, and I'm kind of excited about it, and because I've been working on this one for a while, and I had showed it to you before, and I think you were okay with it, but I didn't get that kind of feeling that it was finished, you know. And so I went kind of back to it again, and I did a few changes, and I don't even know if I'm saying. I think I'm still in. I've the David Bowie still in my head when I'm saying it.
Yeah,
not
change it. Yeah, you're still doing
change it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to showing you that one. I just have to write a little bit more for it, but it's structurally all there, so I'll have that fairly soon. And then I feel okay. I can move on to, let's say, the last full song that I have to write for. I think the album, and then I've rewrites of 2 songs to do, and then I'd like to do a cover of a song, and I think that'll nearly be it. I think, and I'm very excited about that. Even though it mightn't sound like it, this is my excited voice.
You haven't been working this week, then? Have you? It's been just dedicated songwriting.
Mostly. Also other things, but this is I love having 4 days off in a row. It really gives me a chance to do all that, and but no other stuff as well. I remember last week where you ambushed me about my poor communication. So I spoke with Eric today. I had a really nice conversation with him, and we
patched things up.
I repaired some of the damage that you caused by ambushing me last week like that.
Well, listen, that's how I'm used to that. I like you can blame me and I'll take it. I'll take it. But
Well,
if I
I'm used to
if
it
it
as well.
means you guys have come together, then
Yeah.
my job is done here. I'm like fucking Bruce Banner walking down the road with my sack on my back.
Your sack on your back. Is that a byproduct of being the Hulk that the sack goes back there?
Well, it's like when I grow big
It's still
and I
a Hulk
shrink back
sack.
down, it's
That's
still
the
like
last thing to shrink. You have to sling it over your shoulder. Just bare.
So that's why I'm so
Green.
sad walking down the road. I can never make friends because it's just
Green,
like
giant
the
green
hell?
ball sack slung over your shoulder with two giant testicles in it.
It's the music. It's the piano music just playing in the in the distance as I walk off into the distance, trying to thumb a lift. Just the sack falls on the ground, then I have to pick it back up.
It's like, ow,
Just-
owie, my balls.
It ends up getting stuck in some chewing gum. I'm trying to peel it off. It's all getting stuck in the green hair. Why did the hair turn green? Why did the hair turn green? I thought it was just my skin.
Yeah, no, that Hulk does not tend to that garden down there. That's for sure. Not one of those guys. Oh yeah, I mean is that what the Hulk did? That's more of an A-Team thing. I don't think he went around helping people. Did he?
I'm fairly certain there was. Oh God, I maybe I'm imagining this, but I also know that Family Guy did a joke on it. A joke was a joke. Still saying that phrase so much with my kids every so often. Just like I'm joking. Anyway, there was like I'm nearly certain I'm gonna have to look this up, but an 80s version of the Hulk, and he wasn't that big in this version of the Hulk. It was
a bodybuilder.
He was just kind
right?
he was a bodybuilder, and I think he would help people, but then at the end of every day, then he'd have to walk off because he knew he couldn't be around these people.
Right. Was that what the 80s one was about? Okay. I don't remember it. See, but a lot of 80s movies or stories were like that. It would, the A-Team was like that. It'd help a random person. Knight Rider was like that. Airwolf somehow managed to segue a helicopter into everyone's fucking life and help somehow with a helicopter. I don't know how they did that.
I don't remember that show at all.
Airwolf, no, yeah. It was kind of like Knight Rider, but just a helicopter, which is like way.
MacGyver wasn't so much of a by himself kind of dude either, though, was he? He was.
MacGyver was dealing with bigger shit, though. I think rather than people's like, MacGyver had Murdoch to deal with. Wasn't Murdoch the bad guy in MacGyver? I think.
No.
Anyway.
Oh yes, you're right. Yeah.
And what was the other one? Where the guy used to go into different realities.
Quantum Leap.
That was another. God, there's a lot of them, wasn't there? When you think about it.
Yeah, it's a great one. And this was one as well. Format. So the Incredible Hulk was that 1978 to 1982 TV series. God, that's an early series. The Incredible Hulk, where the Hulk would often walk away into the distance as the Lonely Man, accompanied by the show's famous music, Lonely Man theme music by Joe Harnell. The iconic closing shot symbolized the inherent loneliness and isolation of Dr. David Banner. I've been calling him Bruce Banner. I've been mixing my two superheroes up. Isolation of Dr. David Banner, transformation into the Hulk.
So who was Bruce Banner?
Bruce Wayne, I'm mixing up with. So I'm going Bruce Banner.
Could have sworn it was Bruce Banner. Anyway, and nothing about the scrotum, no.
Must have been in some of the later episodes.
Must be misremembering.
Just like the Playboy channel had to the Hulk. This is the Hulk.
Only very specific parts of him grow.
The music was like
that's just the boner. That's just the boner. It's nothing. It's not even a fucking. That's just a regular boner.
The Walk Me Away music was like. You know that? And then he'd walking down the street. No. Yeah, I can remember the Lonely Man theme music. Anyways, yeah, but that's
Great Hotel Melodies.
Oh, jeez,
Some man remember.
knocking them out of the park at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can never remember how we get onto these things. But what else did I do this week? I last night actually I went to. Oh yeah, so I spoke to Eric, our mutual friend. Lovely conversation with him, and I last night I went to Tommy Tiernan. I went out for a meal.
Ooh.
So it was couples, two couples. I was in one of the
Oh,
couples, and then there was another
so
couple.
it was a double date, as they say.
Yeah, kind of a double date, yeah.
Nice.
And we went for food in the Curraghour. It was okay, and I think I made a mistake with what I ordered. I could have ordered something a bit better. What I ordered was lovely, but I should have been a bit more adventurous.
What did you order, man? Jesus
I
Christ.
ordered a chicken, like
The air
what
of
was it called?
mystery you're trying to go with. Oh, I ordered something that I didn't like.
Well, like I mean, I ordered a
Teasing
chicken,
me out there. Teasing me out.
like a chicken
Oh,
box
chicken.
thing, like
Oh.
and it was
Where
just
were you?
basically the Curraghour is a pub
Okay.
that's quite well known for good food in Limerick, and you know there's one it's opposite King John's Castle. It's across the river. You know that one? Lovely
I know
terrace,
King's
really
John
nice pub.
Castle, but
Say again.
I know King's John's Castle, but that's I don't know. I wouldn't be familiar at all really with Limerick
Okay,
anymore. Been so
okay,
long, Ed. It's been so long. Been so long.
okay. But you know where I am anyway.
I do.
Across the river
I
from
do
King John's
general
Castle.
vicinity.
Anyway, yeah, I just got that. It was like just chicken with chips in a box. They actually give you a box, like a little timber box, greaseproof paper at the bottom, and then they kind of just drizzle kind of sauce. It's kind of burger sauce. It seems like that's like this pink sauce over it, and it's grand. But it's just chicken and chips, really, like breaded chicken
Yeah.
and chips, and it's kind of it's fine. But I should have just ordered something bit better.
More exotic.
You know what I mean? Yeah. No, I had 2 pints of Guinness, which were lovely, really nice. And but then we had to rush away. Like we messed up the kind of timing of the meal. We kind of we had to go to the Lime Tree, which is the theatre in on the Mary I campus. Mary I being a college in Limerick that usually just I think it's specifically just does teaching. I think not primary school teaching. Doesn't do it now.
Yeah, I don't know if they do kind of some sort of arts as well, maybe.
It's anyway. Mary I stands for Mary Immaculate College, and they have these posters up going like MIC, so Mick, like which if you don't know what it stands for, it's like Mick. It just seems really funny, and just these like collegey looking people. They try to have like a collegey looking people at the back, like in the background of the thing, of just like Mick. It seems really weird. Anyway, that's the promo that's going on at the moment with Mick, and fucking the theater we went there. I've been there before and I've liked it, and uh, and it's been fine. I didn't notice anything untoward about it, but this time it was sweltering hot. Like it was so hot in this place. I was nearly like passing out, falling asleep. And now I had 2 pints of Guinness, which obviously doesn't help either with the sleepiness. And then I also bought some wine going in, and so I'm adding all of the sleepy ingredients as I go along, and then I'm in the sleepy pot then of hotness, and this is perfect sleeping. And you know what the act I went to see was? It was Tommy Tiernan telling stories. So it's like a bedtime story evening. I honestly nearly fell asleep, and that's not a reflection on the performance. It was a really nice, really good performance, and but it was Tommy Tiernan. And do you know what? Now I should have done my research here a little bit more, and I'm just going to do a quick little Google because I don't want to sell the man short. But it was Tommy Tiernan and another fella telling stories. They told
I
one
know.
story each. It was really good.
Oh, nice. So it was just like a half an hour long story from each or something like that.
Yeah, Martin Shaw. And Tommy told his story first. And these are old Gaelic, ancient Gaelic stories. And then Martin Shaw got, there was a brief intermission. I didn't buy any more wine because I really was starting to pass out at the stage. And I did ask him, could they, for the love and honor of Jesus, turn on some aircon in there. And I got the classic, I'll have a word with the technicians about that. I was like, great. And he was like, fuck off with yourself, you old bollocks. I'd say that's what he was thinking. Because I went back in there and there was same effect for the second half. And then Martin Shaw came on for second half. He told his story. Really nice. I think he's from Devon. I think he said where he said he was from, and he had a little djembe. Man, Tommy Tiernan, I enjoy seeing Tommy Tiernan perform. He's really good, and you couldn't like. I enjoyed the story, and he kind of he did it in such a way where he's like he told a story, and then a part of the story he just like let that part of the story sink in. He'd step back and he just quote some Bob Dylan lyrics, as a kind of a natural break in the story. And the way he told the story, he told the end of the story first, and then he came back and told the rest of the story. It was really nice. It was just really, really good. Anyway, so Tommy was good, and I went away going, God, Tommy was good. Then I came back in and saw Martin Shaw, and Martin Shaw, this is clearly a man who is like a master at this. He done such a good job. Like he kept it light when it needed to be kind of kept light. He got all the correct emphasis. He used the djembe in such a really good way while telling the story. Very hard to describe, to be honest, with what's going on here. And I explicitly forbidden to and prevented from recording, because they take your phone, tell you to turn it off. They put it into one of those little pouches, those locked pouches. So so the possibility of sharing a recording with you here was not possible. And also, if they're being that explicit about not wanting to be recorded, I wouldn't have felt good about recording that either. But excellent, really, really good.
Show them your podcast pass.
Press.
Giant badge that we made ourselves.
Yeah. Just going in one of those, like, yeah. It didn't work. It didn't, it didn't work for the aircon. I'm beginning to think nobody respects those podcast passes, Andy. Well, what's going on?
Maybe it's the fact that they're edible. It's as well. It's like nibbling on it. It's basically just one of those watches that you can eat all the little bits of candy off of.
That's your one. My one, I made mine out of edible underwear. I just wrote on it.
It's just condoms, actually. A ton of edible condoms all tied to each other.
Condoms. All condoms are edible, technically.
That's true. That's true.
Anyway, whatever. We were going anyway, and we hadn't managed to get dessert in the Curraghour because we'd run out of time. We'd messed up the timing of the meal and whatnot, so we had to kind of leave in a hurry before we got dessert. And so we were kind of like, geez, it'd be great to get a bit of chocolate on the way in. And there were stalls set up, but Deirdre asked, do you have any chocolate? It's like, no, I'm sorry. It would just produce too much rustling for the performers, and it would just put off the performers a little bit.
What?
So the bar, the mood going in now was you know what I mean? These performers are going to have to work hard to justify the lack of rustling. But they did. They did. What did they think?
That's a funny thing.
I was thinking about
it's a bit of disrespect to the audience. I feel like that's a little bit of like
before you're too hard.
Nanny state.
Before you're too hard on them. Okay, I was talking about this with Deirdre beforehand, before I came on here, and I was going, do you remember that time that myself and her, I was saying to her, like, we went to watch a movie, like me and her, in Germany. It was a small theater, and we went to watch a Wes Anderson movie. I can't remember what it's called, but it was like whatever. Went to watch a Wes Anderson movie, and there wasn't that many people in the theater. But there was a few, And before we went into the theater, she bought a full sharing bag of individually wrapped Kinder bonbons.
Okay.
These are
it's like the machine gun of noise.
These are the rustliest rustlers that were ever rustled in Russelltown by Russell Crowe. Like, this is insane levels of rustling, and we were shushed. We were told to stop, to desist with the rustling in that movie. So I kind of do see where they're coming from with the chocolate.
Well, I think you got to give people the benefit of the doubt. And it's a comedian, so it's not like he's not going to say something. It's like to go like, we don't want you to take. I don't know. There's
It-
something.
but it wasn't a. I think it's probably just a blanket ban by the Lime Tree on like if it's a play, they wouldn't do that because it was kind of closer to a play than a stand up or anything like that. You know,
What are
it wasn't a stand up
situations?
at all.
They don't sell chocolate at the funerals either. They fear the noise would ruin the solemnity of the event. The there's not the chocolate eating, but the noise.
But they don't
Choc-
sell chocolate at funerals, Andy.
No, I haven't been to a funeral in a while, so
I love it. That would be good. It might lighten the mood. It might lighten the mood a little bit. Or maybe that's the point. You don't want to lighten the mood. But that was it. So I was able to drink my wine and nearly fall asleep. But and to be honest, yeah, in a room that hot, chocolate was just going to melt anyway. It was just going to get everywhere. It's going to be a mess, you know.
Oh yeah, you're saying that down there, just St. John's Castle. How many people
King
does it
John's.
hold?
No, sorry, that's the Curragower, but the pub, but the Lime Tree is on the Mary I campus, which is out the Dock Road there.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, so
How
it's
many? How
just
many
out-
does it hold though?
God, I have no idea. I don't know how to gauge these things.
What would you say?
1,000? I'd say
think there was-
no, not 1,000. Would it be
What's it
1,000?
like? Is it like a tiered venue with a stage at the bottom?
It is.
Oh,
It is. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, it's an amphitheater setup, classic amphitheater setup.
hmm.
And like that, I've seen stuff in there before, but I never noticed the really challenging climate in there, the arid climate in there. It's just insanely hot. But yeah, I was going to say don't let it put you off, but actually do let it put you off if you don't like being absolutely suffocated by the heat while trying to watch something. Don't go there because it's bad.
I'm just looking at a picture of it here. I'm looking at a picture of it here. It's quite nice, actually. 510
It is.
seats, Ed. You were off by nearly 500.
Like I said,
Sorry.
I'm not good at gauging these things. I've just proved that. Like how would you start by looking at a room? I mean,
I don't know. Yeah,
Would
yeah,
you
it's
would
true.
you be able to judge that?
No, I wouldn't. Just looking at it now, I like if I was sitting at the so the picture I'm looking at is like I've got like what I deem to be bad seats. I guess there's the all the seating area, then there's the walkie around part, and then there's the next tier. Where were you? Were you now down near the, I guess what they'd call the stalls? I guess. Were you down near the front? Did you have a
We
good seat?
were up at the top of the first tier. Let's say the area in front of the stage.
Stage. Okay, I can see you. I can see you. Wave to me. Wave to me.
I'm asleep. I can't. I'm passed out. But it was good. It was, I enjoy seeing Tommy Tiernan perform anyway. And listening to him talk because he's got a kind of nice way about him. And yeah, I thought it was good. And at the end of the story, like the story is quite abstract. And you know it was exactly like do you remember that book of Irish folk tales by W.B. Yeats, the ones that he collected and put together.
Mm-hmm.
So the stories are quite like that, where it's not
abrupt end.
An abrupt end. Not really sure. Like good guy, bad guy doesn't necessarily come into it. Moral doesn't necessarily come into it. And the fairy people. What did he call him? He had a name from an Irish Sive. Sieve.
Yeah, I think Sive.
And
I actually don't know. Actually, I want to retract my contribution to that. I don't know. Okay. Is what Andrew needs to learn to say when it comes to Irish.
I think that's what he said. Or I didn't know that, but so they feature heavily in his story as well. But he had at the very end of the story, and like everyone was kind of obviously really quiet and captivated. Nary a rustle was heard, and at the very end of it, he ends the story, which has been really wild and crazy and abstract and whatever, and he just goes, "Now, what the fuck was all that about?" And it just immediately broke tension not tension, but the mood in a really nice way that everyone had been invested in, and it just kind of was the perfect ending. Nice. And yeah, that was it. And then, like I said, Martin Shaw. I'm really bad at names, so I even have to switch screens there just to remind myself of his name. But he was excellent. He was really, really, really excellent. Which is a terrible way to describe anyone. Really, really, really excellent.
Same thing. Yeah, you were saying that 30 minutes to tell a story. Different style. They're very different style to Tommy Tiernan.
Yeah, very different style. Yeah, similar like neck of the woods when it comes to like folklore. So it was very much kind of set in the mystical kind of mythical fairy realm,
Yeah.
like the Earth, normal Earth. Actually, his was actually physically it was set up in the Nordic countries. Let's say Denmark, Norway, Sweden, that neck of the woods,
Mm.
which was funny to hear because they that. Well, maybe it's not that funny. I mean, it was all kind of Gaelic people, wasn't it? Came up with these stories.
Yeah,
But Tommy
God.
Tiernan made an interesting point as well, that the first people in Ireland who knew how to write were monks. And they came whenever it was they came. And so long after this like Celtic tradition had been going on, like, so they came at the very end of it, obviously, because they were bringing their Christian teachings, which would eventually, take over and usurp the Celtic culture. But they came and they heard these stories, and they even with their slant and their agenda, recognized how important it was to write these down. So this is how we know about these stories, because these Christian monks wrote them down. Like,
Mm-hmm.
isn't that amazing?
Amazing. Yeah, I know it's it's funny you're talking about that book. I was only reading one of the stories there recently about one of the, I can't remember what his name is because the names are all so kind of Irishy, but he slighted a fairy, so he had to be in servitude to the said fairy.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
then
I remember that
the
one.
fairy like made him get like a reed from the river, and he said,
Mm.
we'll make a horse out of that, and he didn't really understand when he took the reed, but then when he magically turned the reed into a horse, but he was sitting on the horse backwards, and it's like that, it goes on, and then they're going to try and find, what did they do, they go
Try to find a
on
woman.
to find a woman. Yeah, he said he wants to marry this woman, and but she's and she's betrothed, or whatever you want to say, to another person. And the servant, we'll say the lad that was in servitude, refused to do it. He told on him or something, or he did something anyway to stop him stealing the wife.
If I remember correctly, he sabotaged the plan where they were at the wedding feast, and if she sneezed without the
That's
priest
it.
replying "God bless you"
Three times.
then she'd be his. And
Yeah.
so she did it twice, and then on the third time, your man roared out "God bless you,"
Yeah.
the servant, to sabotage the fairy.
And then the fairy just said, "I release you from your servitude," and that's the end of the fucking story.
That's the end of the story. Your man's left up in the rafters of the hall, that's sitting up there.
And the people are just looking up at what the fuck?
What the fuck is going on here? Yeah,
it's just like, you freak.
Is it mad? They're just mad stories. They're great. They're really great.
And you'd wonder, like, what is the, because they're mad. Like, what was the reason behind it? Like, you feel like there has to be like always a reason to a story, or maybe that's just the way we think.
That's it, exactly. But there's not. That's the point. I think that's what so stands out so much about them.
And did Tommy Tiernan mention that kind of thing either, or that kind of?
He did. He kind of touched on it, where he was like, it's there's no, like, he mentioned something along the lines of no moral message necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
It's just these people being people and creatures being creatures, and all having kind of maybe intertwined and often conflicting agendas. And it was very good, really entertaining. We're kind of running out of time here, man.
We are nice. Yeah, well, sure. Listen, I'll. So it's a Thursday, the 2nd of October now. So by the time your lovely ears, listener, hears this, it'll be the 5th of October, and maybe I might gonna swing by an old open mic on Sunday night, on one that I haven't been to before.
The 6th of October.
Thread the boards. 6th. Thank you very much. But until then, Ed, thank you very much for meeting me. Good luck with the old work at the weekend.
Oh yeah.
Do me proud. Do me proud, son. All right. Have a nice week. This has been Get Folked.
God bless you.
Say that again.
God bless you.
God bless you.
No fairy getting you.
And he's just like, so all I had to do was like, because he always warned him as well, like, don't do wrong by me.
Don't
do wrong by me.
Yeah,
don't
scary.
betray me. And then he just did it, and he's like, all right, here you are now. Anyways. There's nout queer as folk.